invited speakers, participants, and my dear students. I am delighted to be here in the inaugural program of the 8th edition of the International Conference on Nanoscience and Nanotechnology. The Department of Physics and Nanotechnology was the first department to organize an international conference at a bigger scale. And you can imagine that this is the 8th edition of this conference. As you all know, the conference is basically for sharing of knowledge and networking. And in today's world, partners for this international conference. But we need to bring in some change in organizing such conferences in our country, maybe to start with at SRM. We all know that academic institutions are moving towards excellence, or they have to move towards excellence, and industries are towards relevance. Now, unless you bring this excellence and relevance together, it will be very difficult for us to make a significant contribution in the area of research and development. So under this context, we thought that we should have somebody from the industry here to inaugurate this conference, but unfortunately there is a delay in his flight, and then somehow he will join us within a couple of hours. He is not only bringing somebody from the industry to address all of us, but we should also have participants from the industry so that the sharing of knowledge will be much more better when compared to sharing only among the academic institutions. We are focused on research. Though initially our research was in varied direction, we are focusing on the number of papers to be published, and then later on we realized that we should consolidate all those things and focus on the quality research. The broad areas of research which is happening under SRM IST umbrella are fivefold. One is the water, energy, environment, healthcare, and disruptive technologies. All researches happening at SRM will fall under one of these broad categories. And also we have been insisting on our students and the faculty members to align their projects to one or more of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. That's the first step that we have taken. As a testimony to that, Nature Index journals gives a periodical output of the institutional performance across the world. The data that is available in the public domain is from 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024. If you go through the table, in India, under general category, we are placed in the 22nd position, and under academic category, we are at the 18th place. The number of papers published in 1 year is 42 in Nature Index journals, and out of 42, 19 papers are from the Department of Physics and Nanotechnology. That's about 45%. It is closely followed by the Department of Chemistry, which has published 18 papers in Nature Index journal. I think if we can bring this physics and nanotechnology and chemistry together, we can still bring in a lot of impact, maybe in terms of the quality of publication and also the numbers.
From that idea, we should come together, we should work, all the researchers, we should work with the startups to convert this an idea or this material or this concept, which is at the TRL level 3, 4, and then take it to the TRL level 7, 8, and then eventually for the commercialization and all. So that is a very, very aspect. And other aspect, you know, in terms of nano science, we are looking at the textile finish. Now every the energy security, the energy storage, and then energy transportation is the need of the hour today for our country. And we should use these nanomaterials to convert and to make it into clean energy, rather than we are all going away from the fossil fuels we are looking at. And then you also see that the electric vehicles which are coming up, and that also to eliminate the pollution, the CO2 emission or the particulate matter which is actually throwing on the roads and then polluting the environment. And then that's why, you know, all gasoline IC engines are being now replaced with electric motors. And then it also needs batteries. And we are also looking at the cleaner energies like renewable energies, photovoltaic cells which are coming, then wind energy is a little bit, but then photovoltaic cells is increasing. It's increasing exponentially in terms of its generating capacity. But the other thing is we have to use these nanomaterials. One of that is the electrode materials for the lithium-ion batteries or the sodium-ion batteries, because as everyone knows that, you know, as the particle size is nano, so the diffusion of the lithium ions into the electrode materials, you know, will be taking very less time. In group, we have to be so always together, we win, and that's what all the conferences will act as a catalyst and as a platform to have a good networking, share ideas, and then also useful for the future collaborative activities. And with this, I wish the conference a grand success. And also, if any of the things, and then some of my colleagues also giving lectures in this conference from my organization. And if you need any kind of a collaboration or any kind of activity, we are working on energy, we are working on coatings, we are working on laser processing, additive manufacturing. So all these areas ARCI is working. And if there is any need or anything, so you are always welcome to collaborate with ARCI. We are ready to help them, and the ARCI has created a niche for itself. Unlike the academic institutes or anything, so we always do the translational research, and we always look out for the transfer of technologies. We scale up and then large scale produce, and then work out, you know, what are all the challenges for the commercialization, and eventually transfer the technology to industries. And then over a period of time, the ARCI has transferred around 50 technologies and then provided around 275 solutions to the industry. So this is kind of an expertise. Every scientist what ARCI has got a lot of expertise, and then they do understand what kind of ecosystem or what kind of ARCI has got a complete ecosystem, and then all the scientists do understand. So what kind of expertise needed, and then what kind of an approach they have to take for every invention, take it into the innovation. So you are always welcome to have to approach ARCI for any kind of collaborations in terms of materials or in terms of processing, all those or even packaging. You are always welcome. We can have a collaborative program, and then we work together, and then eventually we benefit, and then the country, ultimately the country has to benefit, and then the globe has to, and then whole mankind world has to benefit. And so that we always provide a very sustainable solutions, and we keep that our mother earth clean, and then give it to our next generations together. So with this, I wish a grand success, and then I wish you always, at the end of this conference, you establish some kind of networking and then collaborations, and then you work